there, science enthusiasts! Ever wondered why grabbing a drink with friends makes you feel chatty and upbeat, but drinking alone can leave you feeling low? Researchers from the University of Texas at El Paso think they've cracked the code using, believe it or not, fruit flies. Dr. Kyung-Eun Han and her team have been delving into the neurobiological process behind social drinking and euphoria. Their recent study, published in Addiction Biology, pinpoints the brain region stimulated by social drinking, offering insights into how humans may become vulnerable to alcohol use disorder, or AUD. Now, why fruit flies? Well, these little guys share about 75% of the same genes that cause human diseases. Using them, Han's team demonstrated that ethanol, the alcohol in our drinks, causes different reactions depending on whether the flies are alone or in a group. The team exposed flies to ethanol vapor, either alone or in groups, and measured their movement. Flies that drank alone showed a slight increase in activity, but in a group setting, their speed and movement skyrocketed. Next, they tested the role of dopamine, the brain molecule linked to pleasure and motivation. Comparing normal flies to those with increased dopamine levels, they found that solo flies had similar activity increases regardless of dopamine levels. But in groups, flies with boosted dopamine were even more hyperactive. This shows that both social settings and dopamine amplify the fly's response to ethanol. The final puzzle piece was identifying which dopamine receptor was key. The D1 receptor stood out as the largest contributor to this heightened response in social settings. Interestingly, the human D1 receptor gene is also linked to AUD, providing a potential blueprint for future research. Han and her team believe this research highlights how the brain processes social surroundings and alcohol consumption, converging into the dopamine system. Their next step? Exploring how the D1 dopamine receptor acts as the nexus for signals contributing to ethanol response, social interaction, and AUD. Han emphasizes that their work is driven by a desire to help people live better lives. And with this research, they're definitely on the right track. So next time you grab a drink with friends, remember, there's some fascinating science behind why it feels so good. Until next time, stay curious.